Hello and welcome back to Kino-Plays, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's go. Right, let's go see what Edgeworth has to say now we've got a photo of Mia Fey, his mother. God damn it, I can't even remember what her name is now. What's this? I was hoping you'd got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defence? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. You've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. Damn! My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? There's a... Wait, what? Okay, so not only do we have a really weird court system in this game, but apparently there's a statute of limitation on murder. As far as I'm aware, no country has a statute of limitation on murder. That's something that can be investigated no matter how long. Yeah, so this one's definitely going to be a 3-day trial with no extensions. Well, 4 days if they include the 28th. Oh, no, wait, because they'll be starting on the 26th, so yeah, a 3-day trial. No extensions. Or 2 days if it's midnight the 27th going into the 28th that it ends. Yeah. Well, either way. Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. Yeah, but there's usually no such thing as a statute of limitations on murder. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 now. Guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So, was your father a lawyer? Seriously, Mayor? You know his father was a lawyer! We've talked about this a lot before getting the photo that triggers him to even talk to us. He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. That's it? We've already run out of things to ask him about. Guess we'll start showing him evidence then. Okay, he's not interested in the camera. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything I want to say about that. Okay, even though it has a photo of the lawyer who got him off, I'm surprised you wouldn't talk about the autopsy result. Huh. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? Well, you think, right? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Yeah? It pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yeah. Will you? Oh, that is so tempting. Oh, I want to be a dick. Ah. No, of course we will. Who could have guessed this day'd come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? Dude, you know pay you back sounds like it's for a bad thing. You mean, what you meant to say was, it's my chance to repay you. Repay you and pay you back are two extremely different things to say. For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. That would be to you, because I said pay you back. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. I don't think, you could be right that it's for the stuff in the last case, but I think this is for a long time ago. I think maybe Edgeworth is why we became a lawyer in the first place. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's this? Earthquake? Nick! It's a big one! It's calming down. Whew, that was scary. The fuck? Where's Edgeworth? There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, yeah, Nick, I mean, it's not really surprising that someone would cower in a little ball. It's a self-defense mechanism. Because the only things that can really be hurt then are your shins, your forearms, and your back. All of which can either take a lot of damage without hurting as much as your front, or at the very least protect your vital organs. Killing up in a ball is Pretty basic defense strategy, mate. And yeah, I'm guessing this is because of some sort of trauma, which may also play into defending him for the gunshot noise. Maybe it's really loud noises he has an issue with, not so much the earthquake itself. Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. The fuck's going on here? What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. Huh. Fuck, you got me there. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. I'm so glad you can just linger on expressions because it really lets me piss around with the inner voices. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. No, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. It did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. Oh! Now, I already agreed with you on PTSD there, Termo, but I've just had a thought of what the cause could be. Maybe he associates the shaking of the earthquake with the way in which the elevator either stopped moving or started moving right when his dad got murdered. So maybe every time he goes through an earthquake, any like, ah shit, that'll be it. It won't just be earthquakes that cause it, it'll be any unstable motion. So he'll be terrified, so he wouldn't go out on a boat, because his mind would associate the waves with the same thing, and that would trigger his PTSD as well. That's going to come up in the defence, I'm sure. Because, I mean, I've been in some... most elevators you can definitely feel when they start and stop, but some of the ones I've been in have been pretty fucking rough feeling. They really throw you off when they start moving and stop moving. Yeah, that could be the connection there with the earthquake. If so, that would really fuck up a lot of city life. mean, he'd have to take the stairs for everything, and I don't even know if he'd be able to handle, like, buses or taxis and that. I suppose it depends on how smooth their suspension is, really. Poor bastard. Transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Balls. Didn't mean to do that. I swear that's some sort of gamer-centric OCD sort of thing, always double saving things. But at least I don't create a new save slot for every single save I do. Oh, I feel sorry for the people who do that. Yeesh. But then again, at least they can undo their mistakes, unlike me. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. I want his children. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Such an inspiration. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma. He's a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He told me what it really means to prosecute. You know, it's only a few letters away from prostitute, right? What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ew. So, he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. Oh my god, he's a fanboy! And now he's trying to find you guilty? Trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. No, Mayor. You don't get a 40-year streak by having a conscience and trying to help your friends. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Mia? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? After all, I can't do a goddamn thing on my own, because I'm such a fucking moron! Oh. Huh? I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. After all, I'm completely useless and can't do anything on my own. What are you whispering about? Nothing. Just trying to contact the Deus Ex Machina, please. Thank you. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Phil? You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir? Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. Wait, we got a map now? Okay. Oh, that is weird. Here I was thinking that the boathouse was on the left of the food stand and the car was parked off on the right of it, but no, they're both way off to the left. Okay. And clearly the camera wouldn't have been pointed at the party area on the boat, at the food stand then. So that makes it even more stupid that it's pointed out across the lake instead of up. Because she can't even say that she was spying on people who were having a party. Everything about her is so suspect. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. That is not the middle, asshat! That's not even close to the middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 AM, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. I went towards the boat rental shop. Okay, now we've got a map to go off. Useful. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Pleb. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Bitch, please. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. Motherfucker, what? No, you're supposed to keep your mind open and listen to all the evidence, bitch. No, he's not. God damn, you've got shifty eyes here. You should not be searching for your memories this hard, mate, when you're giving your testimony. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Just the wide-eyed, what the fuck look on the judge's face there. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Shit. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. What a heart. What happened next, Detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Seriously? You fuckers were close. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Card hold card hold? What? Hard cold objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. Yeah, totally keynote. Clearly I've been watching way too much Gummy Bears. That Zummy Gummy always flubbing his words, getting the first letters mixed up on 2 different words. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. You have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective God damn it, now I'm getting more words mixed up. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue now. But the next morning a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Now, I know bullets aren't exactly big, but is it even possible for a bullet to get right through a gap in your ribs and hit your heart and then come out the other side still without hitting ribs? I mean, your chest ribs are pretty fucking close together. And at the back, they're even tighter together. That seems like bullshit to me. It's really hard to picture them not hitting bone at all. Yeah, I don't know anything about caliber there, Tomo. So, you're saying that is a really small one? I guess maybe it could, but it just doesn't seem possible to me. But like I say, I don't know anything about bullets, so yeah. I mean, like I say, I'm purely basing it on just how closely grouped your ribs are. It's very hard to picture anything getting through something like that apart from like a ball bearing. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Yeah, but did the ballistics match between the pistol and the bullet? His fingerprints being on a gun does not mean that he shot it. Do the ballistics match? And is there gunpowder residue on Edgeworth's hand? I don't know how long that would linger on the hand. Maybe he could have washed it off in the time between them not arresting him and then changing the mind and arresting him, so... But still, did you at least perform a ballistics test? Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Fired 3 times? Now that's interesting. I mean, so she had 2 photos, only showed us 1 photo, but the gun was fired 3 times. Plus, on top of that, we used the party popper once, and that caused it to fire off an entire roll's worth of photos. Absolutely nothing about this camera is lining up at all. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Oh, so you just didn't think to mention that earlier, then? I wouldn't have had to go off on a rant about ballistics if you'd said something you fucking showed. Well, at least they did a ballistics test. They're not quite as incompetent as expected. But that kind of screws me argument up there. Hopefully we'll do something about gunpowder residue at some point. Fuck. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I will explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Eh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Define quite. I mean, it certainly doesn't seem like it would be possible for it to be as unique as a fingerprint. Surely there could be a lot of guns that would do the exact same result. After all, they're machine-made, so they should be extremely similar in rifling and construction. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. Seriously? Okay. I mean, I know it's unlikely that someone would be framed for murder, but you do know it's possible to shoot a gun 3 times and then, while wearing gloves, and then put it in someone else's hand to put the fingerprints on it. Right? You still haven't proven that Edgeworth was on the boat at all, or that he was the one who fired the gun, only that he held it at some point. That is not sufficient evidence. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess? Now? But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get it on with, man. Yes, you spoilt whore. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? If I could do the voice, I would seriously give this prosecutor a Valley Girl voice at this point, because he is clearly a spoiled little bitch. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. Yeah, but that still doesn't prove that that was him. So far we have no proof that Edgeworth was on the boat. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. Fuck! What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. They did a really good job of making him look vulnerable whenever he's looking forwards there. Must protect. You don't know? When you're right there. I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he'd shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? Yeah, he is a very pretty boy. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Maya? Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Oh, the temptation! But no, I need you to stick around. After all, you've never once consciously summoned your sister anyway. She's always just turned up when we're at the point of, oh shit, we're fucked. So. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. Well, you've been with me for a few months now. Maybe you should have fucking learned something. I mean, if you're going to keep accompanying me on these court cases, the least you could do is try and get some information about it. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. That is also a good point, Tomo. Her being a complete dumbass and not knowing what things mean does trigger people to tell us extra info that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. I mean, me and you already knew what the hell ballistics is, but clearly the characters, some of the characters didn't know, and some of the people watching this might not have watched cop dramas and stuff, so they might not know what it is. So she has her uses. Oh, everyone has their off days. Yours just happened to be 365 of the year. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. Yeah, very lucky. You've been Deus Ex Machina'd multiple times now. But you never know when my luck's going to run out. Yeah, I might have to rely on intelligence, if the game will allow me to. Really? Whoa. Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. Yeah, that's a good piece of advice there. It's bad for my heart. Oh, shit. Sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hard take the stand? A lot of heart. You are a research student at the university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You'll need to learn some manners. Bitch, please. Understood? Yeah, I understand. I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Okay, well, we found one contradiction so far. On the second, then there was another bang. We should be able to present the gun because the gun had been fired 3 times. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. I still call bullshit since there's no flash, but... like I say, I don't know how long a muzzle flash would last. Would it be enough for a sound-activated photo to catch it? Order! I will remove people from the courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. That is conjecture. Objection. You cannot see that it is Edgeworth in the photo. Order. 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 I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. No, it fucking isn't! You can't see jack shit in that photo apart from a silhouette! I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Motherfucker, my cross-examination! Wait, Your Honour! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet! A cross-examination? In my court? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Yeah, she heard 2 gunshots. The gun was fired 3 times. Instant contradiction. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Oh, and I've just thought of another voice I could do for him if I could do voices. He would be perfectly represented as Emperor Palpatine, using his voice from Episode 3. God, I wish I could do voices! I think that would be perfect, that horrible politician voice he uses. Ah. Or the one where he does the fully operational Death Star bit from 6. Ah, the Emperor would be perfect for that, for him. I hate my lack of ability. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Yeah, there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Yeah, so little. One extra gunshot. Yeah, that's tiny little contradiction. Doesn't mean a huge amount whatsoever. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Yeah, I'm really shocked at you being oblivious to this. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Okay, I'll press her up until that point and then I'll present it, just in case anything else pops up. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to keep pressing as much as I want. Fuck you. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Dude, it has relevance to the reliability and trustworthiness of the witness. We're trying to find out why she's there to see if she wasn't up to anything sus as fuck that would make us question what we're being shown. That's completely valid lawyer stuff. Objection sustained. Whoa, wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Motherfucker, seriously? Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? No. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. You realise you find contradictions by pressing them for more details to see if their testimony is full of shit. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture, clear enough for you. But your camera has a telescopic lens. There is a big difference between what it can see in what you can see, especially if you were looking out of your van, not through the viewfinder of the camera. There is a big fucking difference there. Picture and you are not the same thing. That should be that better get added to a statement, so I can point it out. Uh-oh. Press further? Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, exactly, Phoenix. Finally, you do something right. Of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Now this I'm not pressing, I am just immediately... Present! Oh, fuck off! That's bullshit! We know that she doesn't mention another one after this. I guess I need to press her so I can get specifically stated that she only hears two and not one and not three then. But that was the right time and place to use that evidence based on what she'd said in the past. Come on. Well, at least it was the judge that overruled me and it wasn't that twat on the other side of the courtroom that did it. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. That doesn't sound or look real. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? To the end that every time you ask a question about what she saw, she's looking the other way. And to the fact that she didn't even know she had those photos until we asked her if she had any photos, and she didn't know that she'd witnessed the murder until after she'd seen the photos. She is making all of this shit up. And if you were even remotely competent, you would know that, because you were there when you talked to her. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country girl can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Now, before I read this part, I think I know what's really going on with her photos. She's been lying to us the whole time. Her photos weren't for meteors at all. And her university course and project aren't about meteors either. She's a cryptozoologist. She's there to take photos of Gordy. That's why it's pointed at the lake. That's why she scanned the lake, because that's going to turn out to have been sonar, and that's why she was only interested in the lake, not the boat. Still doesn't explain the noise? Unless the noise activation of the camera is because of that newspaper article that mentioned that there was a bang and then they saw Gordy. So she was setting up to take photos based on that. But that's also exactly why we're not being allowed to talk to her, because finding out that she's a monster hunter kind of fucks up her credibility, doesn't it? Brings everything she says into very high levels of pinches of salt. But we'll find out what the fuck is going on after the break next time on Kino-Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. New episodes upload daily to the YouTube channel, 9 PM UK time. Thank you for joining me, take care, and goodbye.